All Indiana Politics
is your premier source for Indiana politics.
Focusing on issues that matter to you.
I still want us to be the best in the Midwest.
We can't afford another lockdown.
Give the citizens of this country the relief they need.
Education in the state of Indiana remains priority number one.
In-depth, nonpartisan coverage.
We don't know exactly where the economy will be in January.
People are worried with good reason.
Exclusive interviews with Indiana's political leaders.
We have the resources here in the state of Indiana to care for those who are in need.
Expert analysis on critical legislation.
We need to reform those laws.
This recovery is going to take some time.
We've got to anticipate that there'll be a budget shortfall.
From Wish TV, this is All Indiana Politics Podcast on the All Indiana Podcast Network.
I'm Garrett Bergquist, government reporter for Wish TV. Voters in much of Hamilton County will pick new state representatives this year. In the 24th House District, Republican Donna Schaibley is retiring. Earlier, we talked to Democratic candidate Josh Lowery. This week, we're talking to one of the Republican candidates, Bill Gutrich. He's a businessman who moved to Indianapolis from the Chicago area years ago. He tells my colleague Phil Sanchez he wants to be the voice of reason in the State House.
Bill Gutrich, good to see you. Thanks so much for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
Okay.
Appreciate the opportunity.
Before we get rolling on some of the big topics and why you're running, why don't you tell our viewers a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, so I'm originally from Chicago. I'm the son of a Chicago policeman in a family full of first responders, policemen, firemen, teachers, nurses, all civil servants. But raised my family along with my wife Janet here in Hamilton County. Absolutely love Indiana. We've made our life here. Our kids are from Indiana in their minds, and we're here for the duration. So.
And now you want to run for politics, huh?
Yeah. So actually, with that basis and wanting to be a public servant like my folks, I just think with the love I have for public service and for the community that we have in Hamilton County and Central Indiana in general, I'd like to help make it better for our kids and grandkids. And future citizens to come. We're already nationally recognized as a great place to live, so I'd like to help make that better. And I think, with 35 years of business experience, I have some unique acumen that would maybe allow me to be a great legislator. And so I want to offer myself to serve the people of the 24th District.
Okay, so what are some of the topics, the issues that are close to your heart?
Yeah, so the things I'll try to have some positive impact on is, first of all, effective government with low taxes. I think, probably the most profound responsibility of our legislator is to steward the hard-earned tax dollars of our citizens and make sure that those are invested in the public good in a good way. Other things, improve our education scores and fight for good and strong schools. Public safety is near and dear to my heart. I think it's foundational to have good public safety. And beyond that, smart development. The 24th District where I hope to serve with the communities of Westfield, Carmel, and the town of Sheridan, and also Northeast Boone County. It's the fastest growing district in Indiana. So we need smart, thoughtful development in the area.
What has happened in that area that maybe that you've seen that you would like to maybe do differently if you were running, or if you were in office? Well,
I think part of, particularly I live in Westfield, there's been a lot of housing development, but not enough corporate businesses attracted to the area. We need that. We need to have those corporations to build a strong 3% tax base, but also to provide jobs and good paying jobs for the citizens that want to move to the area.
A big talking point, you and I were talking off camera about this, is Grand Park, obviously.
Yep.
So how does that play a role in your ideas of the future of Westfield?
Well, Grand Park is a wonderful vision, and it has drawn a lot of people to the area, but we have to develop and complete that play and build around that and make it more than just a place people come to and then turn around and leave, but actually get them to stay in the area, spend their dollars in the area, and want to live in the area too. So I think that's all part of it.
First time running, we mentioned that.
Yes.
So how's it been? How's the campaign been going?
Oh, it's been a journey, and it's really interesting. The best part of it to me is I've been out knocking doors. I've probably been through about 1,500 homes so far, and I love that, to talk to the voters and learn about what's really on their minds, and because ultimately this job is about representing them and representing their views and making sure I advocate for that at the State House.
What are some of the conversations you have with folks, and what do you hear?
Well, thankfully, it's the things I listed that I thought I would like to run on is, public safety is something that a lot of people are talking about, education, taxes too, higher property taxes that keep accelerating because the property values go up. Kind of a problem for seniors, right, that are on fixed incomes and their property taxes continue to go up. So there's a lot to address and look at there. But yeah, some of the core issues, folks want their tax dollars invested well, and they want smart, effective government. Yeah.
Any concern about, how divisive politics are and kind of jumping in at a very divisive time, Bill?
Yeah, that's something, right? It used to be okay for folks to disagree, right? And I believe that soundly. A lot of times people say, don't talk about politics. We don't want to get in an argument. I actually think we should talk about things because that's how you challenge your own assumptions. And you need to be respectful to each other and have an open mind. So I hope to go and be a practical, reasonable state representative and truly focused on what is best for the community, regardless from which side it comes, right? And try and close that divisiveness, because we're all human beings and we're all trying to do best. And often when people are on opposite sides of an issue, they just have a different perspective. And we need to realize that and seek to learn and understand that perspective so we form better ideas altogether.
100%. I couldn't agree more, Bill. Before, we're almost out of time, Bill, but before I let you go, is there anything else that you want to add in that maybe I didn't ask? Yeah, no, I would say, I think what defines my candidacy differently is that business experience. And I just think that really prepares someone well. I was an executive for many years across many industries and leading partnerships and negotiating agreements. And so the legislative landscape in the State House can be pretty crazy. So I think I'm just well prepared to handle that and deliver positive impact and good results. The other thing I might mention real quick is I am the only candidate in the Republican primary who actually lives in Hamilton County. And Hamilton County is 94% of this district. I also live in Westfield. Westfield is 60% of the district. And Westfield has the fastest growing community in Indiana. We've never had an elected state rep from Westfield, and if I'm elected, I will be the first. And we think that makes some sense. In that community, as it grows, deserves a voice in the State House. So I'll try to provide that, but equally represent the communities of Carmel and Sheridan and Northeast Boone County, and also, try and do good work for the people of Indiana. Bill, thanks so much for being here. Thank you.
That was Bill Gutrich, Republican candidate for Indiana's 24th House District. The primary is on May 7th. Remember, you can catch All Indiana Politics every Sunday morning at 9:30, only on Wish TV. I'm Garrett Bergquist. Thanks for listening.
From Wish TV, this is All Indiana Politics Podcast on the All Indiana Podcast Network. Watch All Indiana Politics live Sunday mornings at 9:30 on Wish TV and at wishtv.com. Subscribe to this podcast and listen weekly here on the All Indiana Podcast Network. And be sure to discover even more great podcasts at allindianapodcastnetwork.com.